Hello, hello. Welcome back. We are just outside the entrance to the Ashtray Maze. Here in, the research sector of the Federal Bureau of Control. We just got the, Walkman, or whatever they're calling that in this universe. A pony Walkman, I do believe, if I saw the cutscene correctly. From Ahti, the janitor, that will allow us to get past the Ashtray Maze, which is a trap to keep people out of dimensional research. However, just before that, we have a few of these what a mess janitorial duties still to clean up. So just before we jump in there, and for the purpose of getting me back into the control scheme, as I have been off playing Dark Souls and need to remember,
What did he pick out for
I am just gonna
a tango?
jump back into research.
A song from the band Old Gods of Asgard.
She's a little bit ahead of us, so sorry.
Let's go.
She's saying, the tape is from the band Old Gods of Asgard, which you may recognize. Or you may recognize from me geeking out about it.
To the plants. Small talk was never really
Okay.
my strong suit.
So here's my excuse to get back into the controls, as I am seeing the red blips of future combat. However, they do like to make you wait for it. Oh, let's get him. Let's get him on our team. Oh yeah, it's all coming back to me now. And navigationally... Alright. Oh, she's still got it. Jessie has not lost her edge, as I have in the interim. Okay, who else? You else. Lovely. There was our last, mold host, I believe. Central Research. Get down from there. You're scratching the duvets. Okay. So we're looking for plants. I'm not sure what form said plants will take. I'm sure it will become clear. Hey guys, you're doing great. I appreciate you. Nope, it's not those plants. About these weird looking things. Or alternatively, stunningly beautiful, if that's how you'd like to describe them. Either way, really. Okay, let's check lower level. Must be some specific kind of planter box or something. If I look around for it long enough, I'm sure we'll get attacked again, and that'll be fun. Now, here's something. Aha, so this looks like a kind of wiltier plant than the other ones. Someone in need of encouragement.
I hope your day has been productive, little plant.
Oh, that's lovely.
That really works, huh?
Okay, so it looks like there's maybe 4 or 5 more of those. Keep poking around. Well, that looks suspicious. Anyone have a large companion cube that I could steal?
I hope those nasty hiss haven't been bothering you too much.
I think Simon Arish also needs this quest line. He needs to be one of these plants. Just a little pick-me-up. Get him through the day. It's been a long one. I would suggest the same for Dr. Rhea Underhill. Ooh, goodness me. If you'll pardon my headset, I would suggest the same words of encouragement for Dr. Rhea Underhill, but she clearly doesn't need them. She's fine. Would only serve to distract her from her important duties. There's one.
I wish
I
my
am not
Louis
doing
was
this very
pretty.
cautiously. To know where I have already been. Okay, I think that's a radio. There's another wilty. Oh, Artie. You've trapped me. Now I have to stand here for 5 minutes
Do you have a family?
and listen to this Hankarin tango.
I have a brother. I miss him a lot.
We do miss our brother. Oh, Dylan. Will you ever snap out of it? Okay, so I don't think there was anything else around that side. Let me just check in this corner real quick, then we'll jump up to the second level. That's where I came down the stairs. Perfect. We went all the way around, so there must just be another one on an upper balcony somewhere. This is a rather lovely little quest distraction. So that was the first one we found. There must just be some higher up I missed. There we go.
They say I'm the director, but what does that mean? I have no experience in leadership roles. I have no on-the-job training.
Now she's on to her. At first it was about the plants. Like, oh, I hope the hiss haven't been bothering you too much. Now she's like, what am I doing? I have no training for this. This has just become therapy now. And rightly so. Aha. A document I previously missed. Plant complaint. Ironically enough. Hey. So I was just wondering about the plants in research. Is it really necessary to sing to them? I mean, the janitor does have a nice voice. Tell me about it. And the plants sure seem to like it. Maybe he could just switch it up a bit. You know, I'm getting pretty tired of the tango. Where did these plants even come from? I mean, no one seems to remember when they were planted, and people like them a bit too much, if you ask me. Are we being invaded by houseplants? It's worth looking into. Dr. Lewis. Get out of here, Dr. Lewis. How dare you question the plans? I expect your resignation on my desk by Tuesday. Shoebox notes. Hey now. Okay, this is something. Some notes. I think I've stumbled into something here. Only notes / an early hypothesis. For now, further tests are needed. A shoebox was retrieved from Ordinary in summer of 2012, perhaps? I'm not sure if I'm supposed to continue past that line. Let's go down. Potential altered item not flagged. Altered world event in the lab. Everything affected? I'm assuming? Everything affected but the shoebox plus contents. We recreated the event and the same result. We recreated with a different shoebox from home. Same result. What the fuck? Shoeboxes can't be altered. Contents safe. Why? How? Is this a loophole? We could use this. Yes, you could. Because that if I can spoil another small piece of Alan Wake for you prematurely, is from Alan Wake. Thomas Zane, as a Plan B, or as part of a Plan B, wrote that anything he left in a shoebox would not be removed from reality. Thomas Zane, if you missed a previous session, is a poet from Alan Wake, a previous Remedy game, who had an accident with his wife. His wife drowned, and he used his poems and the power of a altered place of power, I think they call it, called Cauldron Lake. He used the power of Cauldron Lake to bring his wife back from the dead, but she was wrong. And so he had to remove his wife, himself, and everything he ever wrote that affected the world from reality. He wrote that it never happened and that he and his wife died in a volcanic eruption, effectively. However, just in case, because he knew that the darkness was very powerful and would probably survive even this attempt, he left some additional poems of power in shoeboxes that could not be altered. And for some reason, it sounds like one of those ended up in Ordinary. Though they're saying, you can do it with any shoebox, as long as you can put an item in there. So I have no idea where they're going here. On the other side of it, Samantha Webb, repopulation ongoing in the town because all the adults disappeared. Blog This House of Dreams. Huh. FBC alerted, perhaps? Contents point to Thomas Zane. Yes, there we go. Reference Bright Falls Altered World event, 1970 summer and 2010 fall. Connected Altered World events? Question mark. And then, who took the shoebox? We are in the middle of a test here. Bring it back. So the shoebox's current location is unknown, but it is in the Bureau. That has now become my top priority. Okay. Sorry for the distraction. It's me geeking out again. With my poor, rambly descriptions that probably did not catch you up. Let me check over here briefly. Excuse me, Artie. Sorry about the mess. I guess it doesn't matter much in here. Darling Underhill disagreement. Oh, another lover's quarrel, is it? Dear Dr. Darling, I feel I must inform you of the very questionable documentation I am seeing from Underhill's desk. She clearly has no concept of what the mold is. She claims there are microorganisms responsible for constructing the mold. Ridiculous. It's a rapidly growing fungus, not dissimilar to kudzu. She's fabricating complexity to justify her absurd budget demands. Speaking of which, I find it interesting that an old friend of yours gets her budget approved with no questions asked. I wonder if the Operations Oversight Committee would be interested to learn of that. Yours in estimation, Dr. Abraham Lewis. I am disliking my namesake doctor more and more with every passing note. Ooh, note from the chat here. I was curious and looked up that blog, This House of Dreams, was it? There is a blog by that name. Not sure if it's related, but that is kind of neat. I will have to look that up. If it has anything to do with the Bright Falls Altered World event I'm in. I'd be in regardless, but, double in. Okay, so this looks like one of those poisonous mold areas. I do believe we are safe from that now, having completed Dr. Underhill's little quest. Thank you, Dr. Underhill. Is there an enemy in here, though? Alright, hammer procedures. Per archival mandates 8.a, this document has been edited to meet current administrative standards, and certain terminology may be out of date. There is no method for suppressing the hammer's thaumaturgical effect, or at least it is not yet known. To prevent infection, wear proper safety gloves when handling. The item is a wooden mallet from a High Striker carnival game. A long wooden handle extends from the head. The item infects any organic material with an unknown disease upon making physical contact. The effects of this disease are similar to leprosy but develop at a much faster rate. Within a matter of days, tissue loss develops in the limbs closest to the point of infection, and while the disease has not yet claimed any lives, secondary infection has resulted in numerous deaths. An infectious game hammer. Rather unfortunate for something that would be, I suppose, primarily used by children? Then again, I don't think I've ever seen a child going, "Check me out, babe," at the Carnival High Striker machine, so maybe it'll be fine. Lovely. Okay, and I'm being attacked. Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. Ah, come on. More of them. In such a tight space. Okay. So we're still looking for one more plant. Sorry I keep getting distracted. So many lovely little side quests. Let's try this area as well. So much mold. All right. I can see you're under, darlings. And more. I didn't dare hope, but here we are.
It's done. It's just one large-scale HRA. It's an easy choice, no choice. It's there now. Protecting the most important thing from what's coming.
I'm assuming he means it's in dimensional research. And he'll be there, locked in.
Ready for the journey.
So that means Dr. Darling must be in dimensional research, where we're trying to get to next.
See. To understand.
It's gonna be okay, darling. Come now, let me hold you close. Okay, so I seem to be saying that there is only one large-scale HRA, and that he put it in a place where it can protect what's most important, which I'm assuming has to be Polaris, or Hedron, as they're calling her, down in dimensional research. Huh. Not sure what that would mean. And we still have not found the plant. So let us continue our upward staircase journey. I'm also seeing a room in there behind the glass. Let's check that out real quick. Nice portrait of the walls of this room. That's fancy. Looks like it might be that wall, in fact. I wonder if there's a reason. Everything seems like it could be a reason in the Federal Bureau of Control. Alright, I don't have a flashlight, so I'm gonna assume that's all fine. Alright, so we got one over there. Then we went that way. I think we're up to this level now. And we're being attacked again. There's the final plant. Let's just take care of this real quick. Hey now. Ah, that's why I can't. I keep wondering why I can't grab them, like seize them for my control. It's because there's one of these healing balls down here. Can't really seize them while they're healing. There we go. Okay, now back up to our dear friend Planty. Planty the potted plant! Must need to end the combat fully. I thought I had, but the music is still going. Enjoy one of your own rockets. That's for you. Okay, Planty the potted plant.
Your chlorophyll really brings out the green in your leaves. That's all of them. But I kind of wish there were more. They're good listeners.
Whoa! Interdimensional cooperation achievement. For completing 10 side missions. I'll take it. Okay, so there was Ahti's little cleanup task, talking to the plants. We've gotten a little bit of... Pardon me. And my nose. We've gotten a little bit of combat experience back under our belt, so let's return to dimensional research, which I do believe is all the way up here. Still? Yes. It is the newest area to my mind. I need to remember where it is. Okay. Back across the fire break. And now we get to hear what she was trying to tell us when we started the session, that Ahti appears to have given her a cassette tape of the old gods of Asgard, who you may recognize from Alan Wake as being somewhat important. So I do believe we will put on our headphones here. Okay. Probably going to have to copyright a lot of this out later, so I won't say much during this section, but please do enjoy. I got myself turned around. I guess we're going this way. Ah, pillars blocking everything I'm throwing.
Find you when I have a chance. Instead, I danced with death in fervor skin. If only I could save you from the
You can't see it, but I am beaming. Oh, thank you, Artie. That's kind. Alright, get down there now. Wow. Actually singing about Polaris, too. Old gods of Asgard, classically prescient about these things. Okay, where am I going? There he is. No, that's not good. And they're talking backwards. Oh wow, what does that say? Now I need to look up this song backwards. Polaris in a web of hypocrisy. Alright. Get my telekinesis back. And... hitting him with couch cushions, really not doing much damage. Trying to grab one of his grenades, but it wasn't working. Thanks again, Artie. And we made it.
Projector. The expedition into Slidescape 36. What Darling brought back changed everything.
Okay. Welcome back. So sorry about that. Regrettably, I think I will lose a lot of that delightful music on the recording. But I'm very, very glad to have experienced it live with you there. That was such a cool sequence. I'm shaking only slightly. It'll be fine. Janitor complaint. Who could possibly be complaining about the janitor? Dr. Tan, get out of here. Has anyone else seen that janitor mopping up around here? Isn't this a restricted access area? Who gave him permission to come in here? And how the fuck did he get through the maze? Well, see, he's not human. He's not a janitor, and you're an idiot, Dr. Tan.
Yeah, you want me here. Finding the projector was how this all began. What started in ordinary
Okay.
ends here. You, me, Dylan. We've all come full circle.
Oh, you're very welcome, and I'm so sorry you're in the hospital. I hope things remedy themselves shortly. In the health vein. And thank you for being here. So we are now in Dimensional Research, Dr. Darling's secret hidden area that no one but a select few of his research team can access. And Artie, obviously. Sand memo. Well, I was curious. To all Dimensional Research staff, I've heard that numerous people have been complaining about the sand piled up around Dimensional Research. This sand is precious research material from a foreign dimension and will be examined more thoroughly when I have the time. If you attempt to clean or dispose of this sand, I will bar you from any future research endeavor. You will spend the rest of your career licking envelopes in a cubicle, staring at a cat poster. Do not touch my sand! Dr. Darling. Oh, darling. Let them have a handful of sand. It'll be fine. You have plenty. There is a lot of sand coming in from a foreign dimension, though. Has anyone looked into that? Slide projector research and the Hedron Resonance Lab. All right. Up we go.
There was a doorway here. To where
Oh,
Dylan
wow.
and I went, where the projector took us, where we met you. The Bureau
assuming-
opened the same door here, but there's just an echo now.
I'm assuming that that's the hand
Just on the other side?
slide she was talking about, though it doesn't look as much like a hand as one might think. So apparently they have it set up in here that when they turn on the slide projector, it opens an actual portal to this dimension. Against this wall, I'm assuming? But it's just sort of now bleeding through, even though the slide projector isn't here anymore. It's just stuck. So I'm guessing when the portal is open, the wind must just be blowing sand through as if we are directly connected. Let me make sure I didn't miss any collectibles real quick. There's a lot of pillars here. Okay. That is just beautiful. So that, I believe, is Slidescape 36, as we know it, and the home dimension of Polaris and Hedron. Didn't see anything collectible. Let's jump up here. If I can get up to that catwalk. Just out of curiosity. Nothing up here. Completely pointless. But curiosity, managed. Oh, I can also stand on a light fixture, apparently, which has messed up my platforming just a bit. Let's try that again. Or not. That's fine, Thumb. You do whatever feels right to you in the moment. Like always. So dreadfully sorry. One more time. There we go. Once more with feeling. Huh, so even in the secure chamber, it wasn't out in the projection room, and it's not in the projection
What
booth.
did Darling do with it? I've got to find out.
Darling, why have you stripped off all your clothes and taken the slide projector? You can be honest with me. And I hope you're about to be.
From each slide is a physical portal into another dimension. Only one slide remains. Dylan's sister burned the rest in ordinary before we could intercept. The text on it, color slide film, this side towards screen, and the number 36. The topography of Slidescape 36 bears deep wave marks. On the slide and in the distance,
Where did these slides come from?
five pillars like crude, outstretched fingers. There were casualties on our first expedition. Communication is an issue. There is no sound there, as if you've gone deaf. And radios don't work. Correction, resonance from an unknown source in part within the range of audible frequency. It acts in unpredictable ways, causing feedback loops that can tear you apart. Trench insists he heard something else. It made his ears bleed. Our equipment found no evidence of anything beyond the primary resonance. Trench's medical tests show nothing amiss. The projected image from each slide is a physical portal into another dimension. Only one slide remains.
That is
Until the
interesting.
system run the rest in ordinary before we could intercept.
So it sounds like they opened the portal to Slidescape 36. They sent an expedition team through, which measured this resonance, the Hedron resonance, which was non-invasive but very powerful. Like, it had the ability to tear you apart, but it seemed to be friendly, for lack of a better word. But then Trench joined a secondary expedition, the previous director before me, and he heard something else. It was not the primary resonance, and it made his ears bleed. I'm assuming I need to go up there, but let me just activate this. Yeah, I'm sure that's just the elevator we were trying to activate from below. Double checking. So what did Trench hear? Are both the hiss and the primary Hedron resonance from Slidescape 36? Are they competing resonances? Hedron containment. Hedron and the Hedron resonance are arguably the greatest assets this Bureau has ever possessed. The security of Hedron is unspeakably vital, which is why we have from the majority of Bureau employees. This report details the containment procedures required for the Hedron containment chamber, including details on the being pumped into the containment cell, mechanical upkeep of the resonance siphons, and the arrangement of the acoustic pillars to dampen or amplify the sonic range of the chamber. Interesting. I still, in the back of my mind, think there's something going on with all of these hex codes. Though they already solved the ARG that preceded the game with these hex codes. I'm so curious why there's so many scattered about, circled and being pointed to, and otherwise. Slide projector tests. Let's see. The slide projector only works with slide 36. Logically, this means the slide itself is part of the object of power, or a distinct altered item. But of course I had to make sure no other slides worked. I had to try. I thought maybe emotion had something to do with it. You know, connection, history, love. I brought in my parents' old slides, birthday parties, vacations to Niagara Falls, my first day of high school, that kind of thing. There were 2 boxes worth. I had to dig around the garage for an hour to find them. I never once thought of looking at them since they passed. I tried them all, waited until all the staff left for the night. I stayed up in that booth for hours trying every one. Projector off, slide out, slide in, projector on, nothing happens. Projector off, slide out, slide in, projector on, nothing happens. Love wasn't the common factor. There's no correlation that I can see. Maybe the slide itself is the object of power. Maybe the projector's just an accessory. Maybe it doesn't matter. Why'd that fucking kid have to burn the other slides? Good question. I've been asking that of myself, these last 17 years. Okay, where did I come from? I'm assuming over here. Yes. Give me just 1 second. I'll be right back with you. All right. Ooh, we have a question in the chat. If you could voice a video game character, who would you guys pick? That's a very good question. Guess there would have to be a character as weird and evil as I am. Could do the Marquis de Sade from Assassin's Creed Unity. There it is. Okay. So we appear to be in another lab of darlings. Another darling little lab. And we have a puzzle and a post-it.
Expedition 3. We located the source of the resonance in Slidescape 36. It is an entity, a living organism of a considerable mass. I've named it Hedron based on its physical shape.
Hedron.
Sure you didn't name it Hedron based on its physical shape?
Did
But
he bring me
yeah, I'm
here?
fine.
Is that why you
That's
brought
fine.
me here? You're here. You're here. They have you. I know you. I remember her from Ordinary. I thought I'd never
Okay.
see you again.
So that is what
Hang on. I'm
she and Dylan actually found in Slidescape 36? And what sort of seemed to infect them or attach Polaris to them?
I'm Dr. Casper Darling, and this is my final message.
No, I want more. I want more messages.
But after this, I won't. I exposed myself to Hedron resonance fully. It's changing me. I've seen. I've been shown so much. Slidescape 36 was where Hedron stopped the spread of another. It's terrifying. It really is. It's another source of resonance. Trench was exposed to this other. It will now
Pick
spread.
your favorite darling television, 1 through 8. I'm gonna have to be a solid 3.
Everything I can to stop the Hedron resonance amplifiers. I don't know if it'll make a difference. I won't be here when it happens. I should have told Emily more.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
I'm being sent one more lesson. Something wonderful, I think.
Oh no, come back! Come back! Well, I'm sad. So it seems like he knew that the Hiss invasion was coming. He set up his single largest, the large-scale HRA in front of Polaris here in Dimensional Research. Then he crawled inside of it and fully exposed himself to the resonance, which I think is what tears you apart. And I think he decided he wanted that to happen. And he may now be like a part of the resonance, or has just ascended to a different plane entirely. I guess we're going back down the elevator out here, now that we have opened it up. So I was very, very much hoping that we might see Casper Darling alive here, trapped behind the ashtray maze. But it appears as though he's sacrificed himself in the name of science. There she is. The one and only large-scale HRA. So, in order for me to get to Polaris, they want me to remove this, which therefore will no longer protect Polaris. That sounds like a really terrible idea. Is there any other way?
Through here?
Like Polaris is telling me,
So strong.
take this down.
Darling used this HRA to lock the door. I have to rip it off to get in. Are you sure?
That's so
Okay,
weird.
I'll be there. Hang on.
Okay, Polaris is telling me. I'm trapped behind here. You've got to get me out. Nope. Uh-huh. I'm scared. I'm scared of this. Nice to see you again.
I made it.
Nice to see you again too, Dylan.
You can't think we let you into the hole in you! We're always standing here. The only child. A copy. Of a copy. Of a copy.
And the Hiss are attacking.
Why did you... This was a mistake.
Yeah. And that goes double for me. Don't worry, Polaris. I'm not gonna let those nasty Hiss get you. Well, okay, maybe I am. Maybe they're gonna get you. It's probably unwise while they're all attacking me. Yep. There he is. You watch my back. Watch my back, he's coming. Okay, fine. You don't watch my back. That's fair. Stop attacking my friend. want your friend back, you have to say please. Well, that kind of counts. Oh. Rocket right to the face. I just run back here and grab some health nubs real quick. That'll be great. Better safe than sorry. I hate that those home. They always get me with the homing. That's a lot of heavies. All right. There's a grenade. Finally got one headed back his direction. Alright, one more volley should do it. Just get a nice load of telekinesis built up. There. Alright, one more platform, apparently. So close. As soon as I get over there, they're gonna spawn in the real nasty stuff, but oh, Polaris needs me. There it is. Ah, jeez. That was bad. Come on. Where's some more health? Alright. That was a little close. I don't know if any of those hit them. At a weird angle. Just too early. There's one. Oh, I can't seem to get close enough. Oh, good. I did get close enough to grab a couple of health things. So close. you. And finally... Well, not finally. Penultimately... Oh, come on. Have pity on me. I beg of you. Still more. Okay. Anyone else actually attacking me? Or can I go for this? Let's try it. There, I think that's the last of the attackers. Just have to get to her. And then I don't know what's gonna happen. Oh.
The poster comes down, and there's nothing there. It's just the cell. And death. I was wrong. There was never anything there. Hello? Polaris, are you there?
Oh, that's devastating. I don't think she genuinely believes that, but without the influence of Polaris, she's now only hearing the hiss.
You are worn through time. The thunder song distorts you. Happiness comes. White pearls and yellow.
White pearls, but yellow and red in the eye.
Federal Bureau of Control, how may I help you?
I need those field reports typed up and in management's hands. First thing
The
tomorrow.
Bureau's the best at what it does, protecting everyday Americans from foreign threats.
There's the new girl, standing around daydreaming when she should be getting work done. And who the hell does she think she is? The director?
Now I'm the new girl. I have office tasks, such as tidying coffee cups.
I'll do it immediately.
Okay, I'll just tidy these up real quick. You know, I honestly didn't suspect that this would be what being a part of the Hiss would be like, but in retrospect, it makes perfect sense. Of course, this is what being a part of the Hiss feels like.
I'm sorry.
Don't let it go to your head.
No problem.
You're dismissed.
Thank you. Thank you.
Fine. Get out of here.
So I wonder if this is literally what everyone else who's like floating around, reciting the poem, the incantation, is kind of experiencing. It's just another day at the office.
Why do they keep you around?
No big deal.
Right away.
It's also just the biggest deal in the entire world.
My pleasure.
Okay, mail delivered. Where are these coffee cups? Oh, now I have to do it again. It never ends. Okay.
No, he's not in.
Grab some more coffee cups.
We have a crisis on our hands.
Of course.
And scan the forms. Just try a little bit of everything.
Don't remind me. We have this new office girl, and I honestly don't know how she got the job. No experience.
It's like in the background you can hear everyone talking about you and asking you to hurry up and, time is money. Where's that new girl?
Yes, really.
This is effectively my actual life.
Call you later? Okay. Yes, we will.
I am Hiss corrupted. Okay, so now we've done a little bit of everything.
Of course.
Huh.
The nerve of this woman. Who does she
Deliver mail to the director's office. That would be Central Executive. Here we go. And then it gets a little weird around the corner. Everyone's pretty normal out here.
I'll take care of it.
Boardroom is empty. Or conference room, I suppose. There is an actual boardroom, so I shouldn't mix my terminology. I thought there was an elevator there, too.
Are you sure you are
Artie.
not lost? Maybe you can find yourself in the director's office.
No, I'm definitely lost, Artie, and I'd love for you to get me out of here. Okay, I'll do it. That's fine.
Oh, great. I was just waiting for my mail. Just leave it on the desk there, please.
Right away, Director Trench.
With a new girl, right?
That's right, Director
Welcome to
Trench.
the Bureau.
Thank you, Director Trench.
Glad to have you on board.
No, it's very kind of you to say, Director Trench.
Proud.
Oh, you should be proud, Director Trench. Right back at you.
Oh, and don't worry about starting at the top. I wasn't always the director, you know. My bureau career began as a lowly agent. Those were the
Oh, tell me about it.
days. I never dreamed I'd one day be sitting here in old.
I'm here for you, Zachariah.
chair.
Unburden yourself.
They say when you're pushed upwards, you end up out of your comfort zone.
That's interesting, that he also doesn't feel capable of being the director,
Please. Take the
and just got
outgoing
pushed
mail as
into it.
well. Thank you. Very good. You better run along now. Have a lot of work to do. Important bureau business.
Oh, of
Yeah,
course.
tell me about it.
Right away. Thank you, Mr. Director.
Okay.
What is happening? I don't like this. No. This isn't me. I'm not me. I can't. Why can't I feel you?
Not sure if that's just supposed to represent that the hiss has control over her, trying to get in, trying to take her out.
Can't feel.
Give me 1 second here. Okay, so sorry.
Anything. I don't want to be alone here.
So I'm thinking the hiss is trying to
Am I? What is this?
get her to fully believe that there is nothing special about her,
Please.
and get her to kind of give up.
I want to go home.
My best guess, I have no idea why they just showed Dylan shooting her behind the director's desk, but my best guess is that Dylan kind of just acts as a human representation of the hiss, in the same way that I am sort of a human representation of Polaris. So I don't think they're trying to say anything devious about Dylan, necessarily.
Seen him? Mr. Faden, the new director?
Mr. Faden, the new director, huh? They're talking in the background about Dylan?
Really put the Bureau back on.
Okay. Scanned more forms. Things are getting weirder. Oh, things have gotten weird. I don't even know what that is.
Why do they keep you around?
Just give a quick pass around. Yeah, several of them are changing into these prisoners with sacks over their head, the real, reality of what the hiss is doing to them, even as they appear to be just like everyone else in this dreamscape or whatever it is.
Have you seen him? Mr. Faden, the new director?
Everyone's looking kind of ill. And phasing out of existence, apparently. Oh boy. Been there. It's gonna be fine. Just hunker down and you'll get through it. Oh, hey, Dylan. You're in the conference room now. I don't necessarily appreciate that. Why don't you come on out of there? This guy's just buzzing out all over the place. He's standing and sitting, and then he's sitting again, and That appears to be about the extent of the weirdness. Let's grab the mail. Don't want to miss any weird. All the messages are like conspiratorial now. Like, oh, she's taking the mail to the director's office. Before it was like, yeah, she should. Why is she so late in getting the mail to the director's office? And now it's like, oh, she's in on it. She's taking him his mail. She knows. So weird. We got good old Langston and Oddish hanging out in the security booth. We know we'll be safe.
Your should keep trying. You are getting closer.
I'm so glad Ahti is here.
We need to keep moving.
Ahti, you are my rock
Been invaded.
in this illusionary experience.
I have a plan. An answer. I'll take the slide projector to the nostalgia department. I'll turn it on. I'll bring the hiss in. I'll fix this. I can hear them plotting against me. We've been invaded, corrupted. I've lost Darling. He was the first to go. He's been exposed to Hedron's resonance. It controls him now. It controls everyone who wears the amplifier device. I ordered them not to use the damn things. They didn't listen. Hedron corrupted the Bureau. They'll never be people again. They're either dead or they're monsters. I'll stop them. I have a secret ally. The Nostalgia Department. I have my own slide for the projector. I took it.
What?
A memento. In Ordinary. After the girl burned.
So there are two?
It's burnt, but it'll work. The hiss will save us all. I lost my train of thought. It's confused. Like, somebody switching channels too fast. But I see so much, but it's too fast. On the expedition through the slide, something got into my ear, and it hurt at first. But then it didn't. It started as a distant whisper. Like something you hear in a dream. A faraway voice calling you to wake up. I'd open my eyes with those words still on my lips. See, in the dream they had made perfect sense, but awake they're like a foreign language, already forgotten. Then the sense of loss hits, like losing a child, like losing yourself. You see, I was being taught a song, a poem, a prayer that would light up my world and make me break through, make all this pain worth it. Something once lost was found, and it made a home in me. A spring with, like, waves carving me, making me see. And it grew until it filled me. And I receded deeper into myself, into this office, locked in this oldest house, which is my aging body. I stared in awe through the peephole, and I was filled with knowledge and made better. You know, I often feel like I'm being watched. Yeah, like there's someone watching me. They can see me, but I can't see them. I remember it was like this dream I had last night. See, there was this man, here, in this very room. And then, well, sometimes he was a plumber, unclogging the drain, and then, well, because there was a fish stuck there. Yeah, a big fish. But sometimes he was an old god, you see, and he had put the fish there in the first place to keep the waste. There was rising waste from leaking out, so he was he was conflicted, but he knew many things, but he was also senile, like me. It was more like a... It was like a riddle, or an omen. It wasn't a very good one, or an interesting one, but I get so confused so easily. It's so very hard to follow everything that's happening.
That was a very informative little speech. I'm sorry to be quiet so long. I just didn't want to interrupt it. So it seems that Director Trench, after he was exposed to Slidescape 36, came to believe that Polaris was the invader. That anyone who wore a Hedron resonance amplifier was accepting its control over them. And that it was the true invasive force. That the hiss was the natural force of Slidescape 36, and that Hedron was acting against it. It seems. And he also knows, Director Trench knows that Ahti is not just a janitor. He's sometimes something else. Anyway, here's your mail. That was very, very interesting.
I won't let them win.
So the hiss got
That's
Trench.
how it happened.
He turned on the
hiss got
slide
Trench
projector.
First. He turned on the projector.
Him.
He
I'll
let
just
them
let her do it.
I have to remember the hiss. The hiss is the enemy.
And we're gonna get you too. We're gonna get you, Jesse.
This is all inside my head. The hiss burrowing in. I'm trapped in here. They're taking over.
Okay, now it's primarily weird. I'm going right for the mail. Wow. Dylan's back to his natural state. Good, good. All right, let's get this over with. So Jesse has decided not to live a life of endless office servitude.
Push them out.
After having some personal doubts, let's face it,
Welcome back.
what with everyone yelling smack talk at her,
Good assistant.
even Ahti knows we have the upper hand now.
I need my gun.
So they told you at the very beginning, if you take the gun, you will be put in a test. And you will have to choose in order to be chosen. I think I am now choosing for the first time.
I know what I must do.
Choosing not to let the hiss be the director of the Bureau.
I should have seen it earlier. This is my mess to clean up. My
To be
fight.
directed by my
No
fear.
one else's. I am the director.
Hello, this is Dr. Casper Darling.
Yes!
I have a
Hotline.
classified message for the director of the Federal Bureau of Control. I have sad news. Hedron is gone now.
but it was not a source. It was a catalyst. Do you understand? You must go to my office.
I think I do, darling.
Endgame. It will be revealed.
So I've taken the first step towards acting against the Hiss, but I am still in their world. There is no Polaris resonance. I need to somehow reconnect myself, I assume, with Polaris before I'll be able to escape this false Hiss reality. So I'm looking for Darling's office. In executive affairs. But I can't get through here. I must have just gone the wrong way. Let's check back by the office. Okay. Executive affairs, I guess that's where I'm headed. Ah, there it is. Just missing it twice. So sorry. Okay, so it's just Darling's office, but now there's a Ocean View Motel cord in it, which there was not before.
You're gone. Dead. I can't feel you. I can't. This is what Dylan wanted all along. But there's something. I can feel it, but I don't know what. The motel is a place of power, of change, a place to pass through, connecting everything. This is a dream inside my head. Why shouldn't it take me anywhere I want to go?
These used to be like American tourism posters, but it was like intentionally strange. Like it would say, visit Kansas, visit Montana, visit South Carolina. Like there was no telling where the motel was placed based on the posters. Now all of the posters say, visit Ordinary or Jesse Faden. Around one constant they revolve. The oldest house, it's a shifting place. Pyramid / heaven / hell. See the astral plane. Such interesting tourism posters now. Okay. So we're in the old Ocean View. Classic 3-room puzzle, I must imagine. Huh, looks like it's only opening the back door.
Really?
Dr. Casper Darling. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Casper Darling. Oh yes, the keytar. Maybe that's just a synthesizer. I'm not sure. This is fantastic. I've never felt such encouragement from across dimensions before.
You're such a weirdo, Jesse.
It's like she's trapped in her head and could have just imagined that all for herself. You know, she's been watching these videos, and he's in her head, and she might have heard that song, the old Mud song, and made it up while she's having this illusion. But I have to believe that in some sense, whatever happened to Darling as he has ascended beyond this mortal realm, he had something to do with that. I don't believe that was just Jesse's mind creating a Dr. Darling situation. I believe that he truly wanted to say, hey, you're dynamite, you got this, from across the beyond. And here we go. The door that leads to myself. I let myself in through the hole in me.
Brighter. Around one constant. They revolve.
I have to imagine that's like Polaris's answer to a hiss incantation.
You're alive. Here. In me. Maybe Hedron put you in our heads when we met her. Maybe you were always there. And she was just trying to teach me how to trigger you. Maybe I'll never understand. Maybe I don't need to. Trench was the first to be corrupted by the hiss. Slowly, over the years. His need for control only made it worse. It was Trench who took the projector to the nostalgia department. He opened the door to the hiss. Just like that. With Hedron dead, the hiss tried to corrupt me too. But I'm stronger than them. We're stronger. They're waiting. They'll try to stop us.
My sister had this dream. A bad dream. And the whole world was dreaming with her.
Dylan?
She convinced herself that she was awake. She's always been stubborn. I knew I had to end her dream. I had to wake her up. I had to rip down the poster she'd been staring at. Cut off her eyelids to make her see. To save her.
Please don't do that, Dylan.
I know he's still there somewhere. Locked inside. I know, because that's how it was for me.
So, is he trying to now corrupt the astral plane? Like, is this actually... I think it is actually astral plane. And that's bad. I don't think we've ever seen it corrupted. Looks like a couple of combat arenas between me and them. Level 30 guys, but I appear to have been boosted by Polaris's power. What a shame. What a shame and what poor aim. Hold your friend. Hold him close. Oh, I love being powerful. Okay. There we go. Getting closer. Oh, but they've erected a wall around it now. Great. Okay, fine. I'll give up my high ground. Where are you hiding? There he is. Whatever it's trying to grab is just not something anywhere nearby. It keeps like pulling in objects from orbit to try to throw. Okay, one of those. Well, sure. Just need to be able to see it before it bursts on me like that. But it's hard in this hiss fog to see it. There it was. Get back here, you. I think I got her. once again hard in the hiss fog to see it. I wish I had any telekinesis. That'd be great. All right. Quick pick me up. And the wall is gone. See if we can make it now. It's interesting that there's so many, like, "You are an only child" lines in the hiss incantation, which Dylan later is like, are you an only child? Our names are so similar. You know, we could be the same person. And it's like, I wonder if that's actually Polaris and the hiss that are talking to each other in that way, as if they are twins, and not really me and Dylan. Doesn't seem like it quite worked.
I don't know if there's anything of him left in there. If he'll ever find his way back. The portal's been closed, but the hiss is still in the oldest house. And the lockdown can't be lifted as long as any trace of it remains. I'm working on a solution with my management team, but there is still a long road ahead. I'm the director of the Federal Bureau of Control. We're in this together. You and I.
Okay, I'm assuming these are the real credits now. But I don't believe we are done. Not by a long shot. We may be done for today's session, however. I should clarify. But I do believe there is much more to the game. Not to worry. Let's just speed them up here, just in case skipping misses something. Though I'm terribly sorry, Remedy. I love you all. You make amazing games. Thank you for each and every one of your contributions and your time. I am having a blast. I truly am. Just want to make sure we don't miss anything at the end here. Nope, we just missed the development babies. Ooh, I got a new outfit. You are the director. The crisis is not over. Your work is not done. This is very, very true. Ah, cool. We have some little souvenirs now. An HRA in the director's office. Nice picture of the mail room. That's lovely. Okay, so we will definitely be back to continue exploring the Federal Bureau of Control. We have additional things, and then an entire DLC that's already out to catch up on, as I am so late in picking up this game.
Shawshank Redemption. That's the name of the movie I was thinking of earlier. Not important.
That's what she said.
But that was it.
She said at the very front, she said, you know, it's like everyone sitting in a room with a poster. It's like that movie. I can't remember the name of it. And then you've played 30 hours, and she says, Shawshank Redemption, that was it. Not important, but that was it. It's like, yeah, oh, is it important, though? Okay. So I have all sorts of wild theories about what just happened. The chief and wildest among them being, when you arrived at the oldest house and Ahti let you in, you came to this door, and as you stood here, you heard the gunshot. That was Zachariah Trench being fired inside. And I'm genuinely curious if you have really ever left this spot. The house and the gun are one and the same thing. They're both tied to the astral plane. By picking up the gun, you could effectively have full access to the house without ever actually needing to physically move through it. She could have done everything that she did in these last 30 hours from the director's office, really. But I have no guarantee if that's the case. So it's like, I believe Emily Pope and Langston and all the people we met along the way still remember having met her, and they remember everything she did to unclog it and bring the power plant back online and take out the hiss and all that. But I kind of think it's just in their mind. They all assume that's how it happened. But I kind of think it was all tied in to this weapon test. Is my crazy theory, at least.
But
I have a little pyramid.
We always knew where we were headed.
So I'll be very curious to see if there's any more indications as the game goes along that that is the case, or if it is indeed that she arrived and then she moved through the entire house, and it wasn't part of the gun test, it wasn't the choose-to-be-chosen thing, it was exactly as it appeared. That could also be the case. I'm just trying to conspirize it for no reason. Anyway, thank you very much for listening to that ramble. Thank you for getting through the main story with me. I cannot wait to figure out what the board has to say to us in the hotline chamber next time. Thank you again for your time. I will see you soon. Bye for now.